Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of Hell's Kitchen.
Last week, Benjamin was sent to the red team, and
now he's wishing for death because he doesn't like it.
He thinks it's going to be a disaster. Well, whatever.
I'm tired of his bitching already.
I just don't like him, period.
All right. So, this week starts off with a 50th wedding anniversary party. And
for
of course,
Sal and Marcy.
The chefs have to cater.
So, they brought their menu from the original wedding with them, and it's got to be spruced up a little bit. They had some chicken kiev on there, some steak Diane, some trout almondine. Updated, bitches.
Yeah.
You got 30 minutes.
So, the ladies' team had a little bit of an issue because they didn't know what steak Diane was.
Yeah.
Neither do I, but I'm not a chef, so...
Well, the blue team won that round. Salvatore made some chicken and meatballs. My meatball was uncooked. So he couldn't win that one.
No. It ended up being a tie. So
Right.
Ramsey had to be the tiebreaker, and he picked the red team.
Right, because he liked Ben's trout almondine better. Well, at least he's good for something. All right, so the red team gets sent back into the 50s to Frisco's diner. Did they have Frisco sandwiches?
I don't know.
That's a pretty crappy reward.
I kind of had a problem with this Frisco's because they would not be dressing like that in the 50s.
They were sluts. All right, the blue team had a really crappy punishment, too. They had to completely transform the dining room for the party.
Yep.
They had to make a three-tiered cake. 3 tiers, can you imagine?
Set up the dance floor and put together all of the party favors.
Right. And Jay ended up cutting the crap out of his hand during prep for dinner service. He was feeling nauseous.
He survived.
All right. Steak Diane is tableside this week. Thank you, Ed and Nilka. And JP, oh my God, he was looking fine.
He pulled out the white jacket.
Oh, it was lovely.
It was a good look.
Even Ramsey had a comment, and he was like, yeah.
He was like, stop it.
All right, so since the red team won, they get to cook for Sal and Marcy. They did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin, however, D-bag, had a little trouble with the crab cakes. Either they were raw or overcooked.
Mm-hmm.
And Salvatore on the garnish.
It was embarrassing.
He yelling. Yeah, all right. So Fran got put in her place too. Ramsey was all like, it's the broccolini. Show it a little respect.
I don't know why, but I could not stop laughing at that part.
All right. So Ramsey at the end takes both brigades out and they toast Sal and Marcy. Good job, guys.
All right.
Although you suck.
So, I don't know how Ramsey decided this, but the red team lost.
So they had to nominate 2 for elimination. And Fran is totally delusional. She's all like, I'm always put up as the pawn. I'm always the pawn.
Fran, you're there because you suck.
Exactly. All right. And some wise words from Nilka. Chef will put his whole foot in your ass. And that is not fun. No, it's not. Fran and Siobhan were nominated. And it was a total Ramsey fake out.
Yep, he was like, you guys, back in line. And he pulled out Salvatore.
And he said,
Arrivederci.
not really, but Maddie loves that. She
I
couldn't
love
resist. All right, and I love little quips at the end of every episode. He had a big heart. Too bad he couldn't cook with it. All right, so let's get to part 2. Ben's a douchebag, FYI.
Yeah.
So they're having a little field trip to Philippe's, the oldest French restaurant wherever. It's the home of the French dip sandwich. So the challenge is, after you eat this tasty sandwich, run back to Hell's Kitchen, and after 30 minutes, you better come up with a gourmet sandwich.
All right, so to make the teams even, they had to cut back one red team member, so they decided Siobhan was not going to present her sandwich.
Right, well, Ben insisted. And it ended up to be all tied up. So Ramsey's like, let's pull Siobhan's sandwich out of the garbage and see if it's better than any of you jokers. And of course it was. It was better than Fran's because Fran is caught in the 80s. And I think that's probably the last time she got a good night's sleep, too.
So the blue team won.
And they got a private jet to a winery where they drank like fish.
They boozed it up. There was no small booze there.
No, there was only large booze. And the red team had to make peanut butter and jelly amuse-bouches from scratch. That's like putting rocks through the grinder. So
450,000 peanuts. That's
couldn't they have at least gotten some that were shelled already?
No.
What a disaster.
No, they were shelled. They had to...
No, they had to take them out of the shells, too.
I thought that was what shelled meant.
No. There's shelled and there's with shells.
Okay.
All right, so Autumn was drunk. More wine, please.
They were drinking it up like crazy.
They drank there, they drank before, they drank after, they drank on the plane on the way back.
Yep.
Ed was so trashed he fell into the hot tub. And then his clothes magically fell off, too.
He got naked.
Yeah, so needless to say, the entire blue team was hungover.
It was a rough start for them at dinner service.
And to the morning, even getting out of bed was difficult. So
no, that's what I'm saying, the next day.
Well, yeah, the whole thing. Fran sucks. The one good risotto, don't get spoiled. It was a fluke. And Siobhan, shut up and don't talk back. Otherwise, the foot goes further up your ass. It's going to come out your mouth. Yes. So
Siobhan got kicked out for that.
She got punished. She had to eat all the scallops that she screwed up.
Yeah.
She didn't think they were that bad, I don't think.
No, she did.
Oh, really? Because it seemed like she was enjoying them.
No.
Then some D-bag customer comes up. This guy was a jerk. He needed a shave. He thought he was an ape. Ramsey effing hates that.
He does. And there's always at least one every season.
Yes.
He yells at the customer. Episode. He needs to set an example. He needs to send a message. He's not going to take any from customers.
Any large S. All right, so Nilka had some raw chicken, then the entire blue team got thrown out.
Ooh.
Seconds later, the entire red team got thrown out. So it wasn't any big deal because they both got thrown out.
There was no winner. So each team had to pick 2 people to put up for nomination.
Right. So the blue team ended up choosing Autumn and Ed. I pretty much agreed with that.
They were the most drunk.
Yeah, definitely. The red team, Siobhan and Fran. I'm tired of Siobhan getting picked on. I mean...
She does kind of suck, so...
Well... Siobhan got cut.
Yeah.
I really didn't think she should have gone. I just cannot stand Ben's freaking D-bag attitude.
Me neither.
That is just really grinding my bones into paste.
Okay.
Next time, it's the blind taste test.
Oh boy.
I don't think it goes too well either.
No.
And there's a thief in the kitchen. That's just code for that is BS because I'm sure it's just like somebody's portion got cut. Whatever. All right, kids. Till next week. Much love.